Hey guys, Nike here. Just giving a little update on the Warrior build after we did hours and hours of playtesting yesterday to see what's going on. First, I want to give a shout out to the guys in the guild Define HC for suggesting using the Greatsword with the Axe Mace with the 30-00-10-30 build. They put out a video that was interesting, and it made me want to test it, so I did. And we spent a couple hours, and anyone who was watching my stream last night would have saw us going through the motions with a couple different builds, testing things out. Basically what we found was that using the Axe Mace Greatsword build was roughly the same exact DPS as using the pure Axe build in any fight that lasted longer than 2 weapon swaps and where the boss wasn't pushed up against the wall. Now, in situations where the boss was pushed up against the wall or the fight was shorter than 2 weapon swaps, the Greatsword Axe Mace DPS was actually better. So, from my point of view, if you prefer the playstyle of pure Axe, you can still run pure Axe and it will be perfectly viable. The kill times were virtually identical with either build. If you prefer the Greatsword Axe Mace playstyle, you can play that, and it is also perfectly viable. Just touching real quick on the build itself, in case this is the first time anyone's watching it. We are still using full Berserker extended gear. We're still using Berserker weapons and armor with Rune of the Scholar. Where I differ from the HC Define guild is they were using a pretty crazy sigil selection in order to stack vulnerability on the mobs using Sigil of Frailty and Sigil of Accuracy, and I think honestly that their math was wrong. I ran the numbers, and it's still way better DPS to use Sigil of Force over Sigil of Accuracy. It's about 1.5% force being greater than accuracy. And as far as Sigil of Frailty goes, I would never use that, because Sigil of Night or Sigil of Force is just hugely better than Sigil of Frailty. So as you can see, I'm using Sigil of Night on my Axe, Sigil of Battle on my Mace, and Sigil of Night on my Greatsword. As far as traits go, we have the same exact trait distribution, 30-00-10-30, but we changed Axe Mastery to Slashing Power in Strength. That's going to re-enable the big Greatsword damage that we're all used to, and we'll be quite happy with that moving forward. A couple people have suggested, if you wanted to run Greatsword Axe Mace, to do 30, 25 in arms, nothing in tactics, and 15 in discipline. And I've run the math conclusively on that, and it is about 7% worse than this build. The only advantage that that build has is you get Forceful Greatsword, which stacks 3 stacks of Might uptime, 100% uptime, and Rending Strikes, which does 4 stacks of Vuln uptime. However, the Might is mostly canceled out by Versatile Power in this build, which maintains 2 stacks of Might. So the advantage of 25 in arms is that you get 1 additional stack of Might and 4 stacks of Vulnerability and the 10% buff. However, what you lose is Empower Allies, which is an 8% buff, which mostly cancels out the Attack of Opportunity, or Empowered, which is additionally a 6 to 10% buff, depending on the situation. And we gain Sharpened Axes, Versatile Power, Heightened Focus, and 15% crit damage. So it's significantly better to run 30-00-10-30 than 25 in arms. The difference worked out to be about 7% better, and that's only assuming that you have 3 boons on you for Empowered. If you have more than 3 boons, it becomes significantly better, and you will definitely see the results in the kill times. Additionally, running 30-00-10-30, like I said, allows you to take Empower Allies, which is one of the most powerful team buffs in the game that you can take at this point. So there's no question that this build is better for Greatsword solo or when in a group. You really are doing yourself a disservice if you run 30-25. Again, we are basically running the same trait setup. The damage should be very good. If you want to see how the test runs went, watch the recording from my stream last night, and you'll see the damage we were getting, the kill times we were getting. They were virtually identical to running pure axe. So knock yourself out and run whatever you're comfortable with. Just make sure it fits your playstyle, and make sure that you're comfortable with your rotations either way. And that's about it. Thanks for watching, and again, follow my stream if you want to stay up to date on what we're doing build-wise with everything. Thanks.